I'm here at Occupy Oakland right now, and they're doing a demonstration against bullshit hate crime charges. So we're here in front of the Oakland Police Department, and we've just been marching around the sidewalk, chanting, "Fuck the police."
Every hour, every day, Occupy Oakland's here to stay. Every hour, every day, Occupy Oakland's here to stay. Every hour, every day, Occupy Oakland's here to stay. Every hour, every day, Occupy Oakland's here to stay. We're here. We're queer, okay? Fuck the cops and the DA. We're here. We're queer, bitch. Fuck the cops and these the rich. We're here. We're queer, bitch. Fuck the cops and these the rich. No to hate crime legislation. Occupy Oakland. Let me hear you.
No more baloney! OPD can blow me!
OPD can blow me! No more baloney! OPD can blow me! Fuck the cops and the DA! We're here!
We got a live streamer right here.
Fuck the cops and the DA!
What are you doing right now?
I'm streaming or live streaming this event. I'm recording it because I want people to be able to see the solidarity that Oakland shows to people, regardless if they were political prisoners or just unjustly accused and lost within this abusive system. So I think this is really cool and definitely worth documenting.
The system has got to die. Hella, hella occupy. So the system has got to die. Hella, hella occupy.
Everybody else for coming today, but I want you also to remember that this fight, this struggle doesn't end. Just because this was blasted all over the news, just because you saw hella articles that were just a cut and paste of the Oakland Police Department lies, doesn't mean that once we finally do cross over the hump of $28,000, which is fucking excessive for everybody, over crimes that may or may not have, which are basically pretty much bullshit, didn't happen, that we still have to continue to fight this system, because $28,000 now is going to be $280,000 later, especially when they finish trying to investigate for January 28th with the mass arrest. So we need to continue on and not let them further their agenda by manipulating the divides that we have already allowed to exist within our society. So thank you.
The crackdown by the police and the city government, which are in cahoots with each other, I think the crackdown is bullshit. And so I feel like I need to be here to show solidarity with people who are locked up in the dire detention facility. And I need to come to every event to let people know that, you know, we're trying to make democracy a reality and not just some figment or myth, right?
Yeah, there's just assaulting us in every direction you can think of. So the best thing to do is to be, you know, present in as many activities as possible.
The police have been a force of, you know, repression and oppression both in Oakland since the police department here has existed. There's never been any love lost between the citizens of Oakland and the police. There's been this critique of the Fuck the Police march that Occupy Oakland has, that it's somehow alienating to other people. But what those folks fail to realize, and I'm sure that everybody that makes that argument is not from here, is that it's really well loved here. It is actually giving just a microphone to what people have been saying for years. It's just amplifying their voice of anger and frustration with the police.
It has been nothing but horrible to us as like a woman, as a queer woman. My experience as this woman is that the PD has never been looking out for me. In the war of attrition against Occupy Oakland. They are using this to divide us and actually cause rifts between, particularly like women, queers, and trans folks that are organizing in Occupy Oakland and these three comrades. And what we're here today saying is that fuck that, fuck you. We don't believe for 1 second that you have our best interest in mind.
Oakland has a really bad history between the citizens and the police. Could y'all just elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, I think
They shoot people all the time. And
well,
there's a lot
it's
of,
not just people. They shoot black people.
Yeah.
I saw the Oscar Grant
Mostly-
video. That just shocked the hell out of me.
Mostly people of color.
Yeah.
You know, this has historically been an industrial area, and so it's been full of working people, and the police have always served to sort of keep those people in line. Particularly in Oakland, there's been, you know, egregious racism on their parts. I mean, it's pretty much well known here that if a cop says that a black man was reaching for his waistband, there won't even be an investigation into the police monitoring that person.
And it's because we live in a racist, classist society. There are a lot of rich people in Oakland. They live in the hills, but they don't have the same treatment by the OPD that people here in the downtown and west and east Oakland have.
Any plans on shutting down the port again?
That's what we do best.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it.
I have no idea. And, you know,
I mean, that is the center, really the epicenter of Oakland is the Port of Oakland.
There are a lot of different groups that are organizing for May Day, so it's, you know.
There will be a series of actions in Oakland starting in the morning. I have a feeling there will be some really awesome banner drops. I have a feeling there will be some expropriation actions. And then I know that at the end of the day, the official culmination as it stands now will be a mass march.
the country's going down the drain. Our lives are going down the drain. The banksters and everyone else is just, the 1% is pulling everything out, and we got to stop it. And, you know, that's what I did.
I did it because I'm a migrant from Florida. I had to move out in the end of 2008 because I knew that the housing market was going to destroy my economy, and I had a shop, a fair trade store in Melbourne, Florida at the time, and I knew that I had no future. So I moved to Oregon, and then I realized in Portland that they were already in a hurricane, like a devastation of their economy. And then I moved here in Oakland in 2010, the beginning. And the whole year, that year, was terrible for me. I mean, people were kind of like feeding off each other, and they weren't doing what I felt was like community building. But when Occupy Oakland started, we were like, all right, we'll check it out and see. And I was so impressed. I was like, okay, this is the start of the best of Oakland. So I've been here ever since, and I really love Oakland. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but I really do. The people here are the salt of the earth, and I wouldn't want to be in Portland or any other place in the country.
There's something very special about bringing people just together, you know, to take the streets on the things that they all agree with. And it's really important to build those sort of ties and have each other's backs in those spaces and like learn what we're all there for. You know, because it's different for, you know, different folks.
Just one last question. What is the message of Occupy for you?
If it's vacant, take it, bitch. The message is already expropriation. It's not controversial. Let's escalate.
The message is that we live in an empire, and until people get together and decide to take on the empire and change the way they live, and then change the way our society runs, we're not going to have a future worth living in. We should all be involved.
We should all be involved all the time. You'd have to cut work hours, maybe half, 20 hours a week max, and then people get involved in government as a portion of their life. You know, and you just, that's how you live your life, and that's how you can get everyone together on the same page, share wealth. I mean, the whole distribution of wealth is out of whack, and we need to redistribute it in a way which is egalitarian for everybody. And that's why I'm doing it.